Alrighty, well, I'm getting ready to get up in a few minutes. We got to start our day and get ready for the big trip to the vet today, which of course Rocky loves. You know, I say that facetiously. There he is sleeping over there without a care in the world. But yeah, he gets, I don't know if it picked him up or not because I couldn't see what was on the screen. But anyway, I've been thinking about something. I don't know how many of you remember this, or maybe this was just a regional thing where I come from. But in the 1980s, when I was a young man, we had a saying. And what we used to say is, this was if somebody was talking somebody up, somebody was saying, oh, this person is a really great person, and, they do this and they do that, and they're so good at this and that and the other thing. Then one of the replies that person would often get would be, yeah, but who is he when he's at home? In other words, who is he really? Because it's when we're at home that we really are who we are. And where we kind of let our hair down, if we have any. Of course, I can't talk about that too much, but you know what I mean, though, at least figuratively, we let our hair down. And the thing is, what's happening with me now, I guess, is my hair's growing on the wrong end of my head. That's what's happening. It's not growing up here anymore. It's growing down here instead. But the thing is, though, who is he when he's at home is a valid question. And what I'm driving at here is that might be a question we need to start asking about these elites. People like Klaus Schwab and Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden and other people like that. Bill Gates. Even people like David Suzuki, who is generally regarded as some sort of an ecological superhero up here in Canada. I have no use for the man, by the way, but, I think he's a hypocrite. And I think he's pushing a false narrative for his own enrichment. But the bottom line is this. Who are these people when they're at home? Who are these people that want to push you into 15-minute cities? Who are these people that are forcing people out of their cars? Who are these people that want you to eat bugs? No meat anymore. You can eat bugs. Eat crickets and ants and, I don't know, gnats and houseflies. I really don't know. But, they want us to eat bugs, basically. Who are these people? I mean, let's take a look at it for a minute. Let's look at who these people are. And an itchy ear now, I don't know. All this stuff happens, when I'm doing a video. But anyway, there you go. See, this is who I am. I'm at home, or at least what passes for my home for the time being, and I'm digging in my ears and stuff, with my dirty shirt on here in the bed and everything. This is who I am. If you were married to me, this is what you'd wake up to every day. There you go. I'm not doing a good job selling it, am I? But the thing is, these elite people who look so polished up and everything in public, they probably don't look any better than I do when they roll out of bed in the morning. They probably be digging in their ears too and everything else at times. But here's the thing. These people don't want you to make all these sacrifices, apparently for the environment and all that, for the good of the planet. These people who fly around everywhere in private aircraft. These people who ride around in limousines where they're telling you can't have your little 4-cylinder Econobox to get to work or the grocery store in. No, you can walk to work. You can walk to the grocery store and lug groceries home on your back. But I'll go to the 5-star restaurant in my chauffeur-driven limousine. Who are these people? Who are these people when they're at home? when they're at one of the many homes they own, because most of them own multiple homes. They're telling you you shouldn't even own one home. You should live in a shoebox that you will rent from them. You shouldn't have a home, really. You shouldn't own anything. Yet they own multiple homes. That's one of the things I don't like about David Suzuki. He owns multiple homes. Well, he's shaming us for our carbon footprint. He went across Canada one time with a fleet of diesel buses, preaching to the masses about how it's evil to drive cars. So tell me again who these people are. Who's he when he's at one of his many homes? Who is he, really? I mean, who's Justin Trudeau? He has spent more time in the air on private jets since he's been Prime Minister than just about anybody. It's unbelievable the amount of time he spent on a private jet. It costs $50,000 per hour to operate that jet that he flies around on. And he'll get on that thing and he'll go to Tofino so he can snowboard or whatever. This is something he loves to do. Well, good for him if he loves to snowboard. I'm not against that. The man wants to snowboard, let him snowboard. But it's the fact that he's telling us that we have to do all this stuff. We have to make all these sacrifices for the greater good. But we're not seeing him make any sacrifices. What are we seeing him do? I mean, these same elites who want us to make all these sacrifices, these are the same people who are trying to get us into wars all the time. It'd be interesting to know how much environmental damage one day of war typically does. How much hurt does one day of war inflict upon this planet? Never mind the human cost, just the ecological cost. What's the ecological cost? I mean, I've seen the pictures of the battlefields from World War I and World War II. I've seen before and after pictures. They looked an awful lot better before the war came there than they did after it left, than they did after it was there. You ended up with a scorched, burned up piece of land that nothing could live on. After war had come through there. They want you to eat bugs, yet on the menu at the World Economic Forum, I don't know if I've already said this. I might have said this earlier in the video, but in case I didn't, I'm going to say it again because I have no way of knowing. Wagyu beef was on the menu last year at the World Economic Forum's annual meeting. Not a cricket in sight in that dining room, Yet that's what they want you to eat, crickets. Forget all about a steak or a piece of chicken or anything like that. You can have a cricket. Hell, we'll give you a whole bowl full of crickets. Don't want you to go away hungry. See how generous we are? Now you go take your bowl of crickets and eat in the other room there because they're bringing out the Wagyu beef, and that's for us. No point having you look at us eating our Wagyu beef. Looking all pathetic while you munch on your crickets. This is the thing anyway. This is the reason these people have no credibility with me. And this is the reason that I'm not willing to make sacrifices just based on what they tell me. If they want people like me to get on board with their agenda, they're going to have to do a lot better. That's the bottom line. They're going to have to do a hell of a lot better. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.